Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah.
Alright, so on to the next person Ayaka told us to help. Because, actually, I want to see what this does. Oh, okay. This strange entity is known as a thunder sphere. It is a common sight in Inazuma. Characters who wield electro power or who are looked after by Inazuma can use it. Wait, what does this mean? Looked after by Inazuma? What the heck? Can use it to move around at lightning speed? Oh, cool. Characters carrying electrogranum what? Or affected by electro in proximity to a thunder sphere can move towards it at great speed. Oh, so it's like the thing in Sumeru. Okay, forget everything. That was. I want to compare it to something, but I don't know what to compare it to exactly, you know? I really don't. I wish I knew what to compare it to, but I don't know how. Well, not that I don't know. I don't know what to compare it to. Dog. Can I pet this dog? Genshin. In Natland, or whatever you call that next place, let me pet that dog.
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma.
This dog
the ones
just...
actually enforcing the Vision Hunt Decree. But why would they take action against one of their own?
No exceptions.
Doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
Alright.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation. How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
What emergency provision?
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
Emergency provisions? Like emergency food? No, like emergency Happy Meals. Of course emergency food, either.
Oh, huh? And who are you? One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
Who?
What? We just happened to be passing by.
Oh, bro, I'm just a
We
traveler.
heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter.
Alright.
This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution.
What you want me to
In
do?
the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself, I just know it. We'll starve without them.
No one
But he
seems
does
to
not
care
care.
about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai.
I mean, maybe
It's
there's
no
more
wonder
to the
all
story.
The visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help.
Oh, this guy?
Why would she ever want us to help someone like him?
There's gotta be
Maybe
more to
we
the
should
story.
talk to Kurosawa and see what he has to say.
Yo, why you being such a... There's a word for what he's being. I don't feel like selfish is right.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions.
Dog, if you don't get out the
I
way...
don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today? My own family can barely get by as it is. No, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to.
We heard that you lost your vision recently.
And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all
Why'd
day.
I say it like that?
The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision.
This
They
dog!
said I was slacking off on my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt decree. Why would you be unworthy of your vision?
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details.
I hear this, dog.
All I know is that I would perform certain things every month. But I don't recall what they were.
You lost the
And
vision as well?
it's not just that. I have this unsettling feeling, like someone owes me something.
What?
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such hard times right now.
Alright, cool. I imagine this dog in the background. This is almost exactly what it's like for content creators who have dogs and their dogs just appear while they're in the middle of a recording. I imagine this is what it's like. Like, this has to be, like, maybe 2% what it's like. Not that big of a deal, but man, this dog is killing me.
To top it all off,
Buddy
my
is
house
here
was just
chilling
raided by
and
treasure hoarders,
leave.
which is why I came here in the first place. I was chasing after them when I got held up by these two.
Bro's just being a
If you
clown.
don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself. If there were any emergency provisions to be had, they would have found them.
Huh. He seems to be telling the truth. But we better confirm. Let's go round up those treasure hoarders and see what they have to say.
But I
We
don't
should be able
wanna.
to follow
Yes,
their
I do.
tracks. They couldn't have gone too far.
Alright. Now, dog. Next time I come back, you better chill out. Or you're going straight in the kennel. I don't even know where that word is from, but it means cage or something like that. Could just walk. But sometimes I don't feel like walking. This way. Oh, never mind. I was about to say, I don't see no treasure
outdid
hoarders.
ourselves this time.
Ken.
All those samurai houses packed with goods.
I guess he found out he was Ken
really
enough.
hit the jackpot.
I'ma
I mean,
stop.
besides that one house.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down in hoarder history.
Blood thinks he's a pirate.
You the man, boss.
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson.
Alright. Hi, so I was just passing through the neighborhood and, you know... Yeah, that backfired on you. Did you really just hit me with the ninja start? Buddy.
I got careless.
This is your leader? Your leader's dead, just like that, because I'm simply him. And if you don't...
Cool it. Lightning flash.
I'm him, so stand down. And you're dead. Now what? Exactly. Now what? Dang it! I tried to look cool. Was that a fox?
Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know?
Yeah, and I worked hard
Come
to
on,
fight back
boss,
for
think
it.
of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you.
Not likely. Word has it you looted Kurosawa's house.
Kurosawa? Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh?
Yup. Karma's
Just our
crazy.
luck. I knew he shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with food supplies?
Food supplies? You kidding? That place was a complete mess.
Oh.
All we found was a strange-looking box, hopefully with valuables inside.
You never even looked in the box?
I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we got back.
Idiots!
But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our freedom. What do you say?
Reasonable.
You've got a deal. Now show us what's in the box.
Huh?
What is it?
What the?
What is it?
There's nothing in here but IOUs.
Buddy owes money?
A lot of them too. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store.
Are you serious?
A Miss Aoi. We're talking tons of Mora here.
Buddy
We
owes the
better
mob
talk to
money.
Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of this.
Aoi,
As for you guys,
I know,
you're free to
Sara.
go.
Okay.
Just pray that our paths don't cross again.
Yes.
I
of
know
course.
y'all ain't scared of this
So,
floating thing.
we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Yeah. Don't worry, I won't snitch to the streets. The streets will never know that y'all robbed some IOUs off of somebody. The streets will never know. I'm about to snitch to everybody in town. I'm sorry, what is that? Is that a hilichurl with lightning? No. Is that a shield? No, that's the hilichurl. That is the hilichurl. And you want to know what else that is? Problems I do not want nor need. Good day, sir. I'll be heading this way now. Nah, I'm good. You got it. My mistake, G. My mistake. Yo. Aoi, I know, sir. Okay.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something?
About them
Or
IOUs.
perhaps there's something you want to inquire about?
About these IOUs.
Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it? Perhaps you're here to pay off his debts.
No. Archon, no.
Ourselves.
Yeah.
We're just here to learn where they all came from.
Buddy, I barely have enough Mora to level up my characters. I do not have enough Mora to, pay off someone else's debts.
How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account.
Alright.
However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
Oh, cool, it's
So
night.
that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to
Wait,
purchase
what?
a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
See, this is why this is important. Because sometimes I space out and one sentence does not link to another sentence. Hold on.
However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So. Math still isn't mathin'. Okay then.
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Alright.
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency provisions at his own expense.
Honorable.
And no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances.
That's
In
one
the
way to
face
put
of
it.
hardship, nobody cares to think twice.
That's true.
If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now. Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed.
Indeed.
As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, I'm still not too clear myself. If you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself?
I would, but he doesn't remember.
I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated.
So I've heard.
Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
Sword? What
Who gave it to
sword?
him? His master?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. He's carried it for years now. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift
Close
from
enough.
his father, that it was too precious to sell. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even provide you with the answers you're looking for. Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle today's bill.
Bill? What do you mean today's
We
bill?
didn't
Yeah,
buy
what?
anything.
What you want about?
Information is also a kind of
Oh,
commodity.
flark you, lady.
Wouldn't you agree? Don't worry, I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential anyway. Oh, let me think. 2,000 mora should be a fair price.
Ha! You can take my right hook and...
At least we now know where the emergency provisions are coming from. Plus, we found out that Kurosawa has a priceless sword in his possession. Let's go talk to Kurosawa again and see if he can remember anything.
2,000 mora. Girl, you lucky that 2,000 mora ain't actually coming out of my pocket. You lucky. You are so lucky. Imagine if I got a notification saying something like, you have lost 2,000 mora. I beg your pardon? Anyway. What's on the menu here? What they got in Inazuma? What they got? Egg roll? You know we gonna need some of that. Give me some of the egg rolls. Miso soup? Yes, sir. Never had it. It's probably good. I mean, IRL. It's probably good IRL. Obviously in the game. What was the egg roll? I definitely had egg roll. Or was it chicken roll? Omelet rice. Udon noodles? I want to have that IRL. Ooh, bad call, bad call, bad call, bad call, bad call, bad call. You want to know why it's a bad call? Because... I still need this. I still need this. But, hey, at least I know how to cook. Hey, let me get in that oven real quick. How do I... Where can I cook? Hey, can you let me... Oh, okay. I see how it is. You get a whole oven. You gave me a whole pot. Alright, then. Fine, if that's how it is. Alright. Fine. Now where's the rice buns? I learned how to cook some rice buns. When did I do this? Was this back in Liu? Okay then. So anyway, about this egg roll. Where's the egg roll? Blueberry cream. Where did this come from? Hey yo, where did all this come from? Anyway, egg roll, 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 egg roll. I thought I had that. Alright, so how do I get that here? Okay, well, Catherine, you're miraculously... Hello, adventure. Have your recent adventures been going so smoothly? You could say so. I would expect no less of you. Keep that up, and I'm sure you'll be a most excellent adventurer. Speaking of which, the guild is currently looking for adventurers to explore Serai Island. Would you be interested? What? Yes, it is an island to the south of Narakami. I don't know why I have the autoplay thing on. Narakami Island, with some parts of the island being subject to constant wild storms that... Oh, that's what I've been seeing. That have impeded the guild's exploration work thus far. Well, we have sent 2 adventurers, Miss Etsuko and Mr. Taisuke, to remain on Serai Island and investigate a way to calm the storm. I'm afraid that they haven't come up with any leads thus far. If you're interested, go to Serai Island and have a look. It has also been said that the island is full of buried treasure. Cool. But anyway, aside from that... You've come at last. I've been waiting for you, adventurer. Another Catherine? Another? Have you seen multiple Catherines in a single location? Yes, this is starting to feel like Pokemon. You know, with the Nurse Joy or Police Joy. It's starting to feel like that. Are y'all all sisters? If you haven't, then they were one and the same. What? As the only year-round receptionist in the Adventurers Guild, I can use a special tool to instantly move it. Finally, we get the answer to why she's everywhere. Bro, I've been dying to know that. I was like, did I forget? Did she explain this and I forgot or what? But finally, I know why. She just has some device that allows her to go from point A to point B in the blink of an eye to deal with various important matters. Okay. You gotta change your whole fit too? I don't think you were dressed like this before. After I help you with your matters here, I need to head over to Fontaine. You going to Fontaine? The adventurers over there are notorious for frugality, so I need to receive them well. But really? I also want to teleport? Either shut up, you do. Let's fast travel. Doy. Is that not canon? You believe me? Sorry, I was joking. Please don't take it serious. Also, I thought you knew how to use teleport waypoints. Those are canon! So she does have, so she also uses those. Anyway, I won't bother you with the pointless trivia. Come, I'll help you process the work that's needed in the Adventurers Guild. Once things are, yeah, I know, okay. Cool.
Ad Astra Abyssal.
Now you're saying it.
Until the day that I die, if I'm penniless and working nights, or you see my name in flashing lights, will you be standing by my side, by my side? Whoa, wanna have no hesitation, wanna trust the path I'm taking. Maybe I'm just too impatient, but I can't stay here waiting. I'm trying to find my way before I leave this place, wondering if I'll be more than a memory. If I go down in flames and I fall from grace, is that all you'll see when you remember me? Wanna believe that I can find my light, but maybe I will never get it right. So when I reach the gates, will I be ashamed? Is this my legacy? Is this my legacy? Is this my legacy?
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
I was like, something's up. She ain't saying what she normally say.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
I did like one commission. And I still got something for one commission? That's insanity.
Ad Astra Abyssal.
So I don't have to do all of them? I still recommend... Hello? Why hello there? Why hello there? Why is another Catherine? Oh, is it because... Can I skip? I'd love to teleport too. Yeah. Don't take it to art. And don't take it to heart. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so she does... I was about to say. But hey, the canon reason is she also teleports just like either. With those things. I was like, what? So I was confused. Like, there's either multiple Catherines or she doing something. She is in fact doing something. She's just doing what we're doing. Teleporting from point A to point B to handle various matters. I'm so glad I ran out of stamina. This would have hurt. Don't believe me? Ooh. I didn't think it hurt that bad. Nanako, you seem cool. Watch my... Who? I'm a disciple. Editor Destroyer will read all this. No, I won't. Alright, I'll handle that another day. Peace. I said peace. Either. Snack. Now. That's not what I wanted to hit. What is this? A magical mix. What the heck? What does it do? A marvelous specialty sealed within a tiny bottle that looks no different from any ordinary drink. Perhaps there is some magical spell on it that makes the drink taste better. But does such magic really... Okay, well, I wonder what it did to him. It's funny, because what is this? Delicious dongo. What the heck? There's dongo in this game? Bro, where did I get these foods? I got whole dongo? Like, bro, where? When? How? Why? Okay. I picked up dongo at some point. Don't know when. Don't know where. But hey, I got it. Dongo. Dongo. I'm not gonna finish that because I don't think there's a song.
What are you doing here all by yourself?
Being
Where
edgy.
did those other two go?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left.
Bro,
It
why?
turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often.
Okay, calm down.
Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything I said was true, right?
Actually, you recount your yeah.
That just about sums
Well,
it up.
Yeah.
It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was?
Yeah.
I don't really
Different
have
from what
any such
you
recollection.
just said you was about to do.
Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember anything. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand. But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so.
Mind if we have a look?
This sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say? I can't seem to remember that either. It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever. No matter how hard I try to remember, all I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands and said to me, "With this sword, you should..."
You should protect people?
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt.
Oh, cool.
Can you recognize the words?
The words are virtue and justice.
Virtue and justice?
Yeah, protect people, man.
Somehow those two words seem to explain
You're
everything.
a samurai.
Taking on seemingly endless
Are you
debts to
not?
make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. And look how things ended up.
Okay, now let's calm
The
down.
Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yet another troubled soul.
Raiden Shogun
When we
really
get the
messing people
chance,
up with this
Let's
vision
speak
hunt.
to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses.
Sure.
In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword.
Losing a vision.
Yeah, seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision.
Or at least a set
Let's go
vision.
find the next poor soul.
The next poor soul. That sounds horrible, Paimon. But yeah, Raiden Shogun, she messing people up with this stupid vision hunt. We gotta teach her a lesson. Alright, this boss fight, you know what? You probably saw this. You didn't? Okay. Where did half of this food come from? Like, where did this come from? I don't remember cooking any of this. But anyway, you may have seen. I got all of this on me like I'm Batman. I got prep time. You know, if I face a pyro enemy that's just as difficult, Child taught me a lesson. Never again. Had to edit a 2-hour-long video. Never again. Listen, if I face an enemy like Child, I got the pyro. If I face anyone like Child ever again, I got the pyro, I got the hydro, I got the cryo, I got the... What the heck is wind called? Or is it really just wind? Like I was saying, I got the pyro, I got the hydro, I got the cryo, I got the wind, I got the electro, I got the geo, and I got the dendro. I got it on. I'm like Batman, okay? I'm strapped with all the contingencies. You don't want to play today. I'm going the wrong way. Let me go this way. But note that I only have like one electro thing. So if I gotta fight the Electro Archon, it's a one-shot and 2 feet. So if I gotta fight the Electro Archon, it's a one-shot and go. It's a all or nothing. Okay, let me just tell you. See, I tried walking up there, but Alright, well, this time I have most stamina, so... And I could literally just jump. Okay. Hey! What's up?
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts.
Is this the Ronin?
Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Okay, now
Sounds
the Ronin.
pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around.
Is that the girl I just...
Let's go talk to them.
Okay,
Naruto,
then.
Don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
He didn't win. That's her
Maybe,
problem, I
but
think.
I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once
Possessed?
the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
What is you on about possessed?
Did something happen?
Who are you?
Well...
I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately!
Buddy, I didn't even do
Don't
anything.
make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No,
This
you
is-
got it so wrong. We just came here to...
Paimon, don't even explain it. You know what? Cracking my knuckles. Buddy, I got my sword on me. I fought 2 ocean monsters, a dragon, a wolf. I died to the wolf. An abyss herald. Found my sister who is up to no good. Buddy, do you really want to mess with me? I fought Child, a Fatui Harbinger. What is he, the 4th one? The 11th? I don't care. Buddy, do you really want to face me? Come out, see me outside, catch me outside. We already outside, so we can have one of those, what's those things where where 2 samurai stand off against each other? I know there's a name for it, I just know it. But yeah, we're here to become disciples. Buddy.
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us.
Sure.
But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
Yeah, I beg your pardon?
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here.
Oh, heavens, no.
Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert.
Yeah, you better show some respect. You better apologize before I bring out the sword. I'm about to... Listen, the samurai are cool, but I'm more of a knight guy, and I'm an honorary knight of Favonius, so don't try me now. Knights and samurai, they both fight with honor, but I'm about to show you the honor of a knight, and I'm about to show you the might of a knight, okay? Don't mess with me. What am I on about?
You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being.
Well, I'm not going back until I can call him my sensei. Bro, what?
I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave.
I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna choose
Sensei's
stay.
name is Domon. A name I'm
Domon. Why
sure
does it
you've
sound
already
familiar?
heard.
No?
Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters,
He became him.
never losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world.
Like no
And so,
one ever was.
even while training
Bam,
us,
bam, bam.
He continued to hone
Catch
his own
them.
art.
It's my main
His
test.
fervor truly inspired us, and we
okay, I'll
trained
stop.
hard, determined to keep up with him. But then,
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since.
Ah!
He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been possessed by an evil spirit. So, we've asked the shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism.
Alright, well, one,
But
it
if
ain't
I'm
that
honest,
deep. Two,
I still have
Calm
my
down.
doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine?
gotta get an exorcist for nothing. You gotta
haven't
exorcise
heard
his
of it?
soul and kill him.
it's the largest
That
shrine on
can work.
Narukami Island.
Is it that?
The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself.
I know you don't want me to climb that. Ha ha. Hey, yo, Davalin! Come on, the dragon can fly. Let's call him to give me a lift up there. You don't think he can fly all the way out here? Come on now. What? No.
Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine.
I don't know about all that.
The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
Sure.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
I still have doubts about this whole possession thing. Yo.
I
Talked
just
to you
hope
earlier.
Sensei doesn't have to endure this much longer.
I don't really think it's possession, honestly.
Sensei will be fine. I'm sure of it. He's a strong person.
That exorcist about to accidentally exorcise his soul away. Alright, see y'all in literally a few minutes, because I'm Doctor Strange, and I said, Dormammu, I've come to bargain. What time? 24, right? Also, I've been learning how time like this works. Listen, I live in America. There's AM and then there's PM. I mean, there's AM and PM. Is there? I don't know. I live in America. I live in the States. There's EST, PST, and then, well, yeah. So I've been learning how this works. Sorta. 13 would be after, like, 1 o'clock for us, right? Yeah, this is 1. And this is 12. We're not here to learn how to tell time. Where is... What time do I need to be here? 18, okay. That's too far. There we go. No, literally sundown. Oh, come on now. Y'all chose the most generic, basic thing ever. A Sakura sunset. Hey, I ain't no hater though. Who am I to? Who am I? What can I say? I like a good sunset setting, and some Sakura trees. Okay. I'm familiar with your game, and I respect it.
Shh. So you decided to come.
Yes.
It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei in one of his fits of madness.
What?
Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, she heard him whispering a few names to himself.
But he's going
When
mad.
she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's, his senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago, and he has been a wanderer ever since.
Bro was salty.
Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to subdue him, so the exorcism can finally continue.
Alright, let me see the
The
exorcism.
ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his normal self very soon. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
Okay, are we done here? Or Tenjima? Is that Tenjima? No, that's the sensei. That boy is gone.
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism?
Is that
We
not the
won't let them
sensei?
get away with it. Come on, let's go after them.
I really don't think he's possessed. I don't know how much I could stress this. Yo. Follow the suspicious person's traces?
Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up?
Yeah. Hey, what's this actually? Is that a sword? Hold on. Oh, never mind. I thought it was a cool sword. No, it's a generic blade. Beyblade.
Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up.
Alright. More stuff. Hey. What do these things do? Oh, that's an adventure. Oh, no, this thing. What does this do? I would like to know.
Aha! Suspicious person sighted! That's gotta be him!
Yo, who is you? The sensei?
How did you catch up with me
I'm superior.
so quickly? Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does.
Oh, so you're not
Unless-
him? Oh, okay. Well then.
I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions
Are
here.
you Anzai?
First off, who are you? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like bad news, mister.
She says with a
Bad
smile on her
news?
face.
I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day,
Rival?
long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon's senior.
Wait, what?
His senior? Wait, that means you must be...
Anzai.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, it is
that's
Anzai.
me.
Okay, so... How far does this text go? No? Okay. What was Anzai? I thought Anzai was a student. Okay, then. Why'd you run?
Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again.
Because he helped in the vision hunt?
When we were young, we trained under the same sword master, studying Make-Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends.
That's
Sensei
fair.
said that coveting the title of the best sword master, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training, and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation.
He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sure sounds like he meant business.
He stood on business.
So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Yeah.
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Oh.
Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations from me. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword.
Nothing wrong with that.
So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Meikyo Shisui art to perfection. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name he had long since forgotten.
Maybe he regrets
So
a
you
few
see,
things.
I came here not to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself. Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now. The exorcism is probably finishing.
We never even saw the exorcism.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the exorcism at all. Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us.
Was that ever the plan?
Let's go see how the exorcism's coming
Like,
along.
I wasn't made aware that bringing him back was was an option. I didn't think that was a thing we could do. I don't. Why? Hey, is this a? Did I lose health? I don't think so. But no, that's not the flower I was looking for.
What? You're saying he isn't possessed?
Told ya!
Does that mean that he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible?
Visions, man.
No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
Nanako, please. Try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost, for I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
And I know what that person
Lady
looks like
Yai?
too.
Is that
Genshin fan
the
animations.
same Lady Yai
listen.
that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news. Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yai can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yai?
Buddy,
That won't
you
be
got
necessary.
a thing?
All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yai
There.
does not like to be kept waiting.
Up there. Up there. Okay then.
I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Domon a full and speedy recovery.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow.
But
Given
I
that
don't
you've
wanna.
traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Mikio Shisui Art, will do our best to help you.
I will gladly join you.
Sure. After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady Yae. We're curious to meet her too.
I've already seen what she
Who
looks
knows?
like.
Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two about the Raiden children from her.
You know what? This is a good thing. Insight, intel. Who knows what we could learn from her? I mean, I don't think she'd snitch on her best bud. Wait. Are they even friends like that for real? And I have to walk all the way up there. Great. Actually, oh, I'm so glad. You don't know how glad I am that it's a clear-cut path. Oh, and is it those little electro thingies? Do I possess the power of electro? Ah, delightful. 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 Alright, let's go. Just go up here. And then we just go up there. Perfect. Where's the rest? Flark it, I'm climbing this. when I actually feel like climbing, I'll climb. What is Oni Kabuto? Okay, I know what a Kabuto is, but why is Oni in the middle of it? Special, apparently, most likely. It literally has Oni in it. Oni isn't just a name you throw around, you know. In case you don't know. It's like demon or something. Listen, I'm edumacated. Bro, the music for this area is insane. Got me feeling like I done went through a whole training arc just to get to this point in the game. Which I sorta did. The fact that the sun is here while this music is playing, it's funny to me. It just is. It's even higher? Bro. Hey, yo, y'all need a ladder to this place. A ladder. The world's tallest ladder. Savat's tallest ladder. Y'all need a ladder. That's what y'all need. Raiden Shogun work. Okay, anyway, Raiden Shogun worrying about visions and eternity. Lady, you need to be worrying about ladders. Or better entryways. Y'all need elevators. Fontaine got that. What, y'all don't? Oh, y'all really do got foxes. I thought I just saw a dog and it looked a lot like a fox. You are a very scary fox. Then again, all foxes sort of look scary. I'm not afraid of foxes now. I mean, a fox is essentially like a dog. Am I wrong? Huh. Do foxes fall into the... What's up with these crows or ravens? But do foxes not fall into the canine category? It's not even nighttime. Anyway. Just turn this on because I ain't walking up all them steps again. I climbed.
No, let me try again.
Yamada. Dangers in my heart? Hello? Hi. I'm here to see a Lady Yae. I did not pronounce that right. Hello? I like the fox statues they got going on out here. And yes, I see the fox tree.
Do you think that's Lady Yae?
No, I think that's Santa Claus.
No wonder Junyo is so excited.
Look at
He
Santa.
has a really striking presence.
Santa.
Also, Is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now?
Yeah, she's looking at us, of
It
course.
was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
No, no, no. I think she sees us
Keep
as an
away.
immediate problem.
Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Wow.
Lady Yai, it must
That
be a
gotta
possession,
suck.
right? This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
See?
But
He's just
then
lost
does-
his mind
does that
because somebody took his vision.
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness.
Why does the way she talk tick me off? Like I want to hate her. Like it's just something about her that makes me want to hate her. Like I don't know anything about her other than what I've just been told. But something about her just makes me want to hate her. Maybe not hate, but dislike. Like what is it? Also, never mind.
As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision.
Obviously.
For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
For your
Stripped
good old
of his
pal.
ambition?
She did that.
But Lady Yai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change?
I have no idea.
How does that explain his
He's
descent
not
into
asking me.
madness?
And I guess I know
Your
why.
school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught.
Anzai?
Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his
That's
own
his name, right?
sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly remain unagitated, of still mind in moments such as these?
Yeah, that's
Lady Yai,
okay.
I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the sword master is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest sword master in the world. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now.
Okay, I was gonna ask this before, but I'm asking it now. Those are fox ears, right? Like, am I just going mad because am I just imagining thing? Is the whole fox aesthetic of everything getting to me, or are these fox ears?
Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
The Shogun?
Poor Sensei.
I hate her so
To
much
think
right
he's
now.
been suffering so
The Shogun, not Yai.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
I just slightly dislike her.
Sensei. Anzai.
This is his name.
That's enough.
Oh, sup, Anzai? Wait, Anzai, what?
That Anzai?
What is you doing here?
Where did he come from?
I would like to know the same thing.
Did he follow us the whole way here?
Anzai. Why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost?
The second one's a
Here for
ghost.
revenge, aren't
Or
you?
the first one's a ghost. I
I
don't know.
knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score.
Respect?
It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago.
Will does not care anymore.
You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further.
That sounds better.
Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that, didn't you?
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you so effortlessly defeated me. So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into their custody. You are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I understand. I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Meikyo Shisui art. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free of agitation. But as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything I have learned in my life so far. This is my promise. And I humbly ask Anzai, my senior, to hold me to my word.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady Yai and then get yourself back home.
They really had a heart-to-heart. She here for an exorcism. They here for a heart-to-heart.
So
She does not provide heart-to-heart sessions.
Away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf. Guess that sort of solves this one, huh?
Yeah, it seems as good of a resolution as we can hope for, honestly.
Traveler, a moment, please. Lady Yai has some words for you.
Yo.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries
Those are indeed
fresh
fox
life
ears.
to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment.
No tail. What? I'm just saying. What do you mean, the right moment?
I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
The flark do you mean by that?
Ooh, Lady Yai seems to have taken a real interest in you. She seems super mysterious. I'm so curious what she really meant by all that.
Yeah, well, I hate mysterious people.
We
Not
can
really.
come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato.
Cool. The fuck do you mean by that? Now I gotta walk all the way back down here because you couldn't. Sacred Sakura. What does this do? Oh, it's like that thing I found that one time. I remember. Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah. What's this? You ain't gonna level me up? No? Alright then. Rewards. Yay! Okay. Alright, now fun fact, I can barely see. I'm blind as a bat right now. I took off my glasses. Listen. Glasses and headphones is a horrible combination. That hurts. I've been recording for an hour, and I want to stop when we meet the Shogun, but if that doesn't happen after this, if that's not happening after this conversation, I'm gonna end this right here. Then I'm gonna start a new recording. Yeah, okay, anyway. It's that time. It's that time again, I see. It's that time again where I record a bunch of Genshin videos. Hey, at least they'll be ready for when I already got a bunch of other Genshin videos ready out.
Guess who fulfilled all your wishes?
Us!
Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Huh? Hey, when did you get here? Yo.
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face.
Now you know I'm riskless. A pretty girl walks in the room and I'm like, yo. Destroyer trying to keep his cool.
I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Well, we actually didn't help that much.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them.
Yeah, they're sort of gone.
Ayaka,
Not completely gone, but they're gone.
To come out and meet us in person.
Because now that you have done the three things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends.
Oh, cool.
As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Mm-hmm. What?
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
I do not do that either.
Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Okay, now.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright, we can be friends.
Friend request accepted.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen?
It's a fate worse than death.
Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential. Thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of the common people. But I believe that surely you understand what they must endure. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your stance?
I will help you in the fight against the Vision Hunt decree.
You will? Really?
But you must keep your promise.
Naturally.
Alright, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you he wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust in the right person after all.
Alright, time to go
Then,
kick the Raiden Shogun's
given
door
that the
down.
The remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature. Perhaps we could move to the Komori Tea House? We ought not to involve other members of the Yashiro Commission.
They're here too? Sure. And Toma take you once again to Commercials. Yeah, I can barely
Well,
read.
Here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
Alright. Now we discuss matters.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway?
Hey, is that
What
Dongo?
makes it your favorite meeting spot?
I want to try Dongo
This is
now.
land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun.
This dog.
The Komisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Alright.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Gotta keep a bit of mystery, right?
Not exactly.
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted to come and go as they please.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask me?
Yes. What kind of god is the Raiden Shogun? Oh, well, she's a prick. That's what.
The Almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions. Most of them formal ceremonies.
You might want to eradicate this almighty. Just replace that with disgusting. Anyway.
She inspires awe,
Tyrant.
commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, there was something else about her that struck me even more deeply. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion.
Oh, then I hate her more.
In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of,
A tyrant?
well, an executive official, I suppose. Focused exclusively on her single goal of implementing eternity, acting accordingly without feeling.
Alright. I'm trying to figure out which one. Let me just ask this.
The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt Decree is something that has no implications whatsoever. After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, it is not unknown for visions to spark jealousy in others.
Yeah, that just makes sense.
Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt Decree is one of indifference.
Yeah, they could care less if they don't have any.
Paimon's getting mad.
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
What?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sango no Miya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance group.
You said a bunch of words.
To say a little more about Sango no Miya,
What does that mean?
historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island due to their different belief systems. But I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement, beyond merely fighting the Vision Hunt Decree.
Alright.
Of course. We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenshukaku, it is promptly vetoed by both the Tenryou Commission and the Kanjo Commission, and subsequently scrapped. They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the Shogun's decisions. They have no interest in discussing anything. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden decision to issue the Vision Hunt Decree.
I have no further questions.
Ooh, Paimon has a question.
Someone else is pulling the strings.
Oh?
What is it?
What would you like to know, Paimon?
Wait, no.
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt Decree?
I thought it was gonna be something related to money. Keep talking.
To be honest, we do not.
So we're cooked.
What?
Your plan is
Please.
no plan.
Do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt Decree is tantamount to challenging a deity.
That's true.
Coming
Okay.
to terms with that is already a difficult step to take.
I take back what I said.
So what are we gonna do?
Like, she's bringing up a good point.
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being caused by this decree.
Oh, basically nothing.
For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge,
Alright.
or manufacturing counterfeit visions for them as a contingency measure.
You're telling Paimon
Wait,
that
wait,
there
whoa,
are
whoa, whoa.
people out there who can make fake visions?
How does that
Don't
work?
underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article.
Yeah, okay, yeah. This is triggering a memory because I remember either bringing up something related to like Venti had a vision, but he's the air, whatever it's called. Is it really called air or is it Animo? It's most likely Animo. He's the Animo Archon, so. And what does he need? Like what everyone else has to even do whatever they gotta do with the element and the vision? He said his is nothing more than it's more like a shiny object. It's just there for show. So Venti most likely went there and got his.
The problem we are facing right now is that
can I have
Master
one?
Masakatsu, who is providing us with counterfeit visions, has recently been arrested by the Tenryo Commission.
Well then, in that case,
Darn! So they found out about it?
they found out about our operation.
Yes.
The cops found
We
out.
knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. But we cannot simply abandon Master Masakatsu.
Well, it's only right that we save him.
Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking
That is
him out
a
of
lot of
prison would
words.
risk dragging down the reputation of the entire Kamisato clan should we be caught. That would only serve to cast suspicion on any future activity we might seek to attempt.
So what I'm hearing is, you're shoving the job onto me.
By no means do we intend to place the burden of such a task on your shoulders alone. When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Nagonohara family. There, you will find someone who can help you.
That's funny, because I'm trying to hit up the Raiden Shogun, sure, what's what? And yet, y'all still holding me here. Y'all holding me here. What else you gotta say?
You want to know who you'll be meeting in Hanamizaka?
I didn't say
Let's
that.
just say they'll be easy to find. You'll see what I mean when you get there.
Okay, then. Is that
You
all you...
want to know who you'll be
Okay, that's all you're saying. Okay, well, if that's the case, without further ado, All Stars is I destroy the defending offense. Just saying. If you did come to your channel, like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe to your channel. Subscribe. Click, comment, down, subscribe, please. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to, I guess, Ayaka. Why is this image funny to me? Buddy, shut up right now. Right now. If you don't shut up, why is this image funny to me? I have no idea. Also, so yeah, without further ado, I destroy the defending offense. Just saying, I need to collect these achievements because these have just been sitting here. So let me just go and collect that. So yeah, without further ado, All Stars is I destroy the defending offense. Just saying, I'm most likely, probably, am gonna go grasp how 40 different dishes are made. What? That sounds funny a little bit. But I'm probably gonna record another Genshin video after I'm done here. So yeah, All Stars out for a do once more. As I destroy the defending offense. Remember, stay on the All Star team, boy. And peace out.